Hey, this is your boy Dr. Boyce Watkins, the People's Scholar, and I'm listening to my homeboy Vigilante on Tell It Like a T.I. Is radio, so make sure you tune in every day because this is where it's going down.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Back at you again for ReasonForRhymes.com and also Tell It Like a T.I. Is radio. We are the movement. Real quick, I just want to get back on the game and Young Thug. We talked about this a few months ago. We thought that this thing had cleared up. I guess Young Thug was listening to the radio, promoting his video, and he says he heard what Game, because Game was doing his promo run, and he heard the Game on The Breakfast Club and basically talking stuff. So Young Thug put out a little video talking about calling him a pussy and all these other things about you ain't about that life for real. Of course, Game responded back. Then Young Thug also put out a video of Game apologizing to Young Thug. And Game in the video said, hey, we know the same people. I'm man enough to say whatever. I apologize now. That's grown man stuff. Now he back at it. So Game, they're sending pictures at each other. Game had a picture with some gay men dressed up in red rags and stuff looking for, I guess the caption was Young Thug and his friends looking for the Game. Of course, also Young Thug put out stripper pictures of, the Game that 50 Cent used a while back when they was going at each other. Then turn back around, you got a picture of Game holding a gun, a chopper. I think it's a chopper, whatever, a gun. And talking about, Game said, I would throw your ass across 7 cars. See how I'm repeating this stuff, what they're saying? This sounds like some high school shit. Grown men shouldn't conduct themselves like this. It don't make sense. And I understand the male bravado. When you're on there, you was asked a question and the Game answered it. When they was talking about the beef with Young Thug, and Charlamagne went on to say, how do it feel to have beef with somebody or somebody talking reckless to you in a dress? So if you're hearing that, if you're Young Thug, you're hearing that, it may make you feel some type of way because it's supposed to be dead. And, normally you'd be like, no comment on that. Homeboy don't dead that beef. I don't even want to talk about that. That's, in a sense, that's what Game should have said. But that's Game. We know how Game do. This is Game. He's about to promote his album. So any type of thing like this, Game on it. And normally Game sometimes is just brutally honest, even though it shouldn't be. If it's dead, you shouldn't even bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Because now you open a whole nother bag of worms, as we see. This could get ugly, and you say it don't, but you just never know, because when you have people conflicting with each other that's gang affiliated, gun talking, maybe other people you may not be about that life, but maybe the people around them is about that life. Who knows? I don't know neither one of them. I just know to see prominent stars doing music and the things that Game, do outside of that with his reality TV show and other things that he's doing. It's just, when is going to come a point when hip hop have to grow up and make money? You don't see stuff like this happens in rock and roll, not like this, because what we're connected to as black people is totally different than what white people are connected to, because you're 6 degrees of separation, even probably closer than that, to something happening. We've seen rappers get shot. We've seen, we had a rapper here locally that was trying to get away from the beef. You get jumped in the car and they shot him in the car on his way running away from the beef. So this stuff, it gets connected. People start to believe what they spit out there. Not that people are spitting falsehood, but it's things that there's repercussions for that. You can't just turn it off and turn it on when people are beefing. And my thing is, we have to learn to posture better with all the things that's going on, to me, with police brutality, mass incarceration. We keep feeding that system that was set up to take us out anyway. And when we have our stars, so to speak, millionaires, so to speak, going through this, and you see this, it's kind of make you scratch your head like, damn, when will this stop? When will we grow up and just treat life a little bit better and have a mindset that you can't promote this stuff because you don't know what the next man may do. You could make it, you can say, oh, this is just hip hop, this is just rap, but you don't know what the next man may do. Or if y'all meet up where people feel like they gotta prove that they a man or gotta prove their manhood. Just got to watch out for that stuff, man. So I hope, once again, whoever made the call before, make the call again. Game talked about that, about making different calls or whatever, but Game said also that he's a hothead. But my thing is, we have to stop playing games before it's game over. And that's just being real. People got to really stop that. We got to stop it. But if not, it'll be entertaining. TMZ will post it out there, and other medias will post it out there. We talk about it, but we try to talk with solution. Meet up as men. Realize that y'all don't mess with each other. Leave the sound bites alone. Your album's not based off of Young Thug, and Young Thug album ain't based off Game. So there's no reason why y'all have to diss each other. It's just my 2 cents. You know, this vigilante, I just told it like a T.I. is. That's all I'm trying to say, people. Come on. It's people would pay to at least make the money y'all make. It's people working hard every day, y'all. Take ownership of being a man. Take ownership of your blessing. Be good stewards. And a good steward is not just a person that can manage their money, but also manage your life. And you have to be around to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And this is not a way to be around. We are the movement. Tell it like a T.I. is. Vigilante. Vigalantee. At Twitter. Hit me up and tell me what you think. We are out.